Everyone has their own method of cleaning their gun. The method shown is the H&K way. If it sounds like I'm reading from a book, it's because I am. I'm mostly reading directly from the H&K Operator's Manual. There's only a couple of differences between this video and the H&K Operator's Manual. Number one, the use of a bore snake. There's no bore snake mentioned in the manual. And number two, I exclusively use frog lube. H&K doesn't mention any specific brand of cleaning product in their manual. To clean the VP9SK, you're going to need a few things. A cleaning rod with handle and patch holder, nylon toothbrush, bronze bristle bore brush in the appropriate caliber, in this case 9mm, cleaning patches, also in their appropriate caliber, lint-free wiping rag, cleaning solvent / lubricant, and cotton swabs. It's not in the HK owner's manual, but I also use a bore snake. All the cleaning material you see here comes in the Frog Lube Complete Weapons Care System package. Before you get started cleaning, make sure you clear your pistol. Make sure your fingers are outside the trigger guard and the pistol is pointed in a safe direction at all times. Depress the magazine release lever and remove the magazine from the pistol. Next, open and lock the slide. While pointing the pistol in a safe direction, lock the slide open by pulling the slide to the rear as you press the slide release upward. Watch for a cartridge or empty case to be ejected from the pistol. Then inspect the chamber for presence of cartridge or an empty case by visually viewing the chamber through the open ejection port. Physically inspect the chamber by inserting your finger into the chamber through the ejection port to check for a presence of a cartridge or empty case. Remove any cartridges or empty cases from the chamber or from within the pistol. Your pistol is now clear. With the slide still locked to the rear and the magazine removed, rotate the disassembly lever located on the left side of the frame forward until the lever is pointing downward to about the 6 o'clock position. Push the slide release downward and guide the slide forward. If you meet some resistance, press the slide downward and push forward again and it should come right off. Next, turn the slide upside down and carefully push the recoil spring forward and out to either the left or right hand side, separating the recoil spring from the barrel and slide. Pivot the barrel slightly forward and press downward on the barrel locking block through the ejection port, separating the barrel from the slide. Now let's get started with the cleaning. Scrub all surfaces, internal and external, with a nylon toothbrush. Go gentle on the internal parts. Remove all loose fouling from all surfaces of the slide using a rag and cotton swabs. Give special attention to the rails. If you wipe a clean Q-tip through the rails, you'll see just how dirty it actually gets. Now clean the recoil spring assembly. Remove all visible fouling using your solvent, your nylon toothbrush, or a rag and cotton swabs. Let's start on your barrel. Spray some solvent on your brush and on the barrel. On this, I also use a bore snake. Push your brush through at least 6 passes. HK recommends back and forth. I don't do back and forth. I just do one way. I pass the bore brush through from chamber to muzzle, remove the brush, pull the rod back out, and start over again. 6 passes, and then I use the bore snake for another 6 passes. Sometimes more than that, depending on how much I'm shooting. When I'm through with the bore brush, I use cleaning patches. I run cleaning patches through the barrel until they come out looking clean. I spray solvent on the patch, I push it through, then start on another one. Just keep repeating the process until you see that the patches are coming out clean. Remove all loose fouling from the bore using cleaning patches. Gently scrub the exterior of the barrel and locking block with a nylon toothbrush. Remove all loose fouling from the exterior of the barrel using a rag and cotton swabs. To clean your frame, gently scrub all internal surfaces where carbon fouling is present using the nylon toothbrush, moistened with solvent. Concentrate on the area normally covered by the slide. Using a rag and cotton swabs, remove all loose fouling from all areas of the frame. To clean your magazine, gently scrub the top of the magazine, concentrating on the follower and feed lips, using the nylon toothbrush moistened with solvent. Using a rag and cotton swabs, remove all loose fouling from all surfaces of the magazine. HK recommends light lube on the following parts: the bore, chamber and exterior of the barrel, all metal parts, all internal parts in slide and frame, magazine spring, recoil spring assembly, the VP9SK pistol metal magazine housing, where applicable. HK recommends medium lube on the following parts: the barrel locking block, slide rails and grooves, all operating controls, locking insert and guiding part and frame, the extractor. If you forget what to lube or don't have your owner's manual handy, just remember to lube the parts that look like they're showing some wear. Definitely pay attention to your rails and the barrel locking block. To reassemble, turn the slide upside down and insert the barrel into the slide with the barrel's angular locking surface facing upwards. Pivot the barrel towards the rear until the barrel's locking block snaps into the slide's ejection port. Insert the prolonged end of the recoil spring into the tang on the slide that extends below the muzzle. When inserted properly, it should look just like this. Time to reassemble. Ensure that no magazine is present in the magazine well and that the disassembly lever is in the down position. Put the slide back on the rails, push back, turn the slide lock lever to where it's back horizontal with the slide, and bring the slide back home. Now let's do a function check. Pull the slide back a few times, making sure it's clear. That's the cocking indicator, it's red. Pull the trigger, hold the trigger, don't release it, work the slide again, release the trigger, then pull the trigger again. You should see that the cocking indicator is no longer visible. Now insert your magazine. When you pull your slide back, it should lock to the rear, just like so. If everything works as shown, then your weapon's good to go.